Here in this video we will showcase 15 of the biggest spaceships in fiction. So we shall not include the megastructures that are technically living habitats in space and not really meant to traverse the void. The ones not included here, for example, are Dyson spheres, Ringworlds, stationary stations, or things like that. They are just superstructures or megastructures rather than ships which were purposefully built for going from point A to point B in space, either in a linear movement or through subspace. Now let's get on with the 15. At the bottom of this list is still one of the biggest ever. This is Ringworlds. This is a mobile satellite planetoid which is controlled or was controlled by a tyrant called Mongol in the DC universe. It is also considered a spaceship as it travels across the universe with massive thrusters, and it is armed with weapons that can easily obliterate entire planets. So a DC character called Green Beetle says that Ringworlds is slightly smaller than Earth's moon, which means that it would have been around 3,000 kilometers in diameter. This spaceship was so large that an entire population lived in it and was split between upper-class citizens and lower-class slaves. At 14 we have Arcanar 4. So this one was an impressive artificial planetoid originally engineered as a deep space exploration vessel in Star Trek. So by the 23rd century, it served as a generational starship, home to sentient spider-like acarinarians and a host of other insectoid species. Its vast interior was fully terraformed, teeming with lush jungles and a rich diversity of flora and fauna. Comparable in size to Earth's moon, with a diameter close to 2,160 miles or a bit less than 3,500 kilometers. At the heart of it lies a powerful engineering core fueled by quadriphasic radiation, granting it an almost inexhaustible energy supply capable of propelling it, the planetoid, across the stars. At 13 we have the Dreadnought. So coming in from the universe of Destiny, the Dreadnought here is a massive hive spaceship which serves as a mobile throne world for Oryx, also known as the Taken King. The Dreadnought's main body or hull was carved out of a segment of the corpse of the worm god called Akka, which the Taken King had killed a long time back. So the ship's design is a consistent rectangular hexahedron along its length, while the ends curve inwards like an inverted pyramid, and it generates its own gravitic field. This massive ship is equipped with one gigantic engine, which is surprisingly powered by solar energy, which doesn't really make sense for a ship that is more than 3,500 kilometers. Number 12. The Harvester Mothership. So this one is a massive spaceship designed for stripping planets of their natural resources. This was seen in the movie called Independence Day Resurgence. The mothership is also fast for its size and can travel from Saturn to Earth in just one day. It possessed powerful energy cannons that can be arrayed into multiple beams for both offense and defense. This ship resembles a massive disc like the City Destroyers from the first movie, but size-wise it is much larger than the first mothership that attacked Earth in 1996 and has a diameter of almost 5,000 kilometers. The interior is vast, resembling a gigantic mechanical-like cave containing what is essentially the alien civilization, the military, social structure, transport, communications, and all that inside of it. All in all, it is a world on its own, but still a ship with a destination. Number 11. The Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann. So from the universe that gives us the biggest robot mecha to ever exist, we have here the Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann, which is a colossal battleship type gunman, which is similar to the Ark Gurren gunships. Actually, the name Super Galaxy Gurren Lagann is that of the mecha, which is the transformed version of the spiral flagship called the Super Galaxy Die Gurren, and was originally called Cathedral Terror. Its combat abilities are unparalleled by any other battleship there. It sports an enormous array of missiles, beam weapons, and shielding capabilities. Its size is half that of Earth's diameter, which means around 6,378 kilometers. Number 10. The Silurian Ark. A Silurian Ark was a large starship, roughly as wide as Canada, created by the late Silurian civilization during the final days of their rule to ensure the survival of their race when their civilization was threatened with extinction. This ship here is from the franchise of Doctor Who. The large, roughly spherical shaped craft was able to hold thousands of crew members in hibernation pods, an entire self-contained ecosystem for animals to thrive in. Its engines were powered through hydroelectric means with a large ocean that used waves as a form of energy. I googled the width of Canada and it came to more than 7,000 kilometers, which means that is the size of this Ark ship. Number 9. The Alpha Link. In the world of Max Steel, the Alpha Link is a planet-sized ship used by a character called Makino and his armada to conquer and absorb planets. It is powered by turbo energy. It serves as the home for the Ultralinks and is operated by the Megalinks. Its primary ability is planet linking, encasing planets in armored plates, drilling into them and absorbing their energy. It can also disrupt technology with electric tendrils. The Alpha Link is shielded by a durable barrier and features a regeneration chamber. And its most powerful weapon, the Alpha Cannon, fires a concentrated energy ray that obliterates worlds. And number 8 we have the Great Daruma. Hailing from the Tenchi Muyo universe and featured in Tenchi Muyo GXP, the Great Daruma or Great Daluma serves as the headquarters and the flagship of the Daluma Pirate Guild, led by General Daluma. This Great Daruma is an enormous planetary-class starship depicted with a belt of orbiting planets around it. While its exact size and capacity remains unspecified, it is likely the largest vessel in this universe or this continuity. But amongst the man-made structures, only one other, the Galaxy Academy, which is a Ringworld, surpasses it in scale, and this one is the size of a solar system. Number 7. The Great Ship. So Robert Reed's best-known novel, The Great Ship, centers around an immense ancient starship of the same name, comparable to the size of Uranus. Discovered as a derelict vessel adrift between galaxies, the Great Ship is then claimed by immortal humans who transforms it into a wandering haven. Over the course of 100,000 years, it journeys through the Milky Way galaxy, collecting an astonishing variety of alien passengers, each bringing in their own mysteries and cultures abroad. Its origins and true purpose, though, are lost to even its near-immortal crew, whose memories can never span the ship's full history. Number 6. The Magog World Ship. The Magog World Ship serves as the mobile homeworld of the Magog species. It is an immense construct composed of 20 interconnected planets orbiting around an artificial star, making it one of the most formidable structures in the Andromeda universe. It is galactically nomadic and goes through the cosmos, consuming all worlds in its path. The world ship is not just a single planet, but several hollowed-out worlds connected with large structural beams. It seems that the structure is indestructible, as even a nova bomb that destroyed the sun at its core couldn't finish the job. The world ship just absorbs the stellar nova and eventually produces a new star through fusion. Number 5. The Ashtanga. So another ultra-massive ship from the Gurren Lagann universe, the Ashtanga are the anti-spirals battleships that are used for both the defense of their space and to attack spiral races across the universe. They are shaped like enlarged thumbs, but are surrounded by black arms and several grey Buddha-like faces. It also has multiple heads, which are all embedded in the main hull, and each one of those has the probability negation field, which is an ability to hide in subspace and also to fling planets by unfolding their multiple arms. They might appear slow, but are actually very fast, even though being larger than Uranus or Neptune in scale. At number 4 we have the Ark of Destruction. The Ark of Destruction is a massive comet-like mobile fortress and flagship of the Gatlantis Empire in the franchise of space battleship Yamato. It is of the scale of Jupiter, and it is enveloped in a swirling cloud of high-temperature, high-pressure gas that shields it from attacks and pulverizes asteroids. Its core structure consists of a towering castle-like spire, taller than the Earth's diameter, with 20 glowing red eyes. And beneath the tower lies a vast disc-shaped city atop a megastructure called the Planet Catcher, which is an 18-clawed structure designed to capture and hold celestial bodies inside of it. At a certain point in time, the Ark housed 4 planets, sustained by its gravity well reactor beneath the tower. At number 3 we have the Golden Ship. So coming from the novel called The Golden Ship Was O, and no, that's not a title of an OnlyFans video. In this story, Earth was threatened by an alien race called the Ramsok, and in order to deter the forces of the aliens from attacking Earth, the human race devised a ship so huge, that its length was 90 million miles, or close to 145 million kilometers. but it was just for show, as the majority of the vessel was composed of either wires or just foam. And number 2, we have the Ta-2. So this one is often referred to as the world ship. It is the colossal solar system-sized abode of Galactus, the devourer of worlds. Shaped like a vast Mobius strip, it stands as both a sanctuary and a vessel that houses Galactus. So origins. Following Galactus' emergence into the 7th cosmos, his first act was consuming the planet called Archaeopea, marking the beginning of his endless hunger. Driven by a desire to honor both his lost homeworld called Ta and guilt for devouring Archaeopea, Galactus undertook the creation of Ta-2, using the remnants of the planet he had eaten. Upon completion, which took many millennia, the world ship engulfed the entire Archaeopean system, dwarfing planets and stars alike. Its gravitational pull later on became so immense that it held several planets and even a star in its vast embrace, everything orbiting around the world ship. And number 1 is the Chaos Ruinstorm Fortress. So coming from Warhammer 40k, it's the largest ship and also one of the largest ever megastructures in fiction. This one belonged to the forces of Chaos, and this was seen in the story called The Harrowing of Piran. This Chaos Fortress emerged from the warp and filled the scope of view, with its walls dropping beyond the frame of reference for the witnesses to comprehend. There was nothing to see for the Imperial forces except the battlements, which stretched everywhere in every direction. There was also nothing to give the structure scale, until the Primarch of the Dark Angels grasped its full scale. Why a Primarch? Well, these guys have superhuman levels of mental prowess. This Chaos Fortress had spanned an entire star system. Its walls was tens of millions of miles high and billions of miles long. And though the fleet was still millions of miles away, the mobile Chaos Fortress that approached it was seen in every direction. The fleet of the Imperial warships, which were several kilometers long themselves, were but dust particles compared to it, and they were caught in a gravitational well so huge that it was said that it was more massive than any star that has ever been encountered. So that was its size, the biggest ship ever. Either this one or the Ta-2, which was the ship of Galactus. Anyway, we could have also included Unicron here in this list, well at around number 5. But technically, he is a living entity, a primordial god, a machine god of destruction, and not really a ship. And so with that, we come to the end of this video on the biggest spaceships ever in fiction. Do leave a like for support and help us gain traction with the algorithm. Also subscribe to be a part of Legio Notebook. Till the next time, take care, boys.